Hi, it's Sophia and Rob from Pic Hart Photobooth. Today we are going to be putting together our wooden photo booth. The only thing that we won't really show here is putting in like the camera and the iPad. We'll save that for another video when we are setting up. So this is our first time putting it together, so we just wanted to video the process, and it took just about 10 minutes. And this was our first time figuring it out, so I'm sure like once we're used to setting up that it'll go a lot quicker. So what we're doing right now is we are putting together the two pieces for the legs. The part that I'm holding, it attaches the head either for the printer stand or for the shell, the head of the shell, to the legs. And then there's a screw that goes inside, which we figured out later. That's how you attach the legs to the head, which is, I think, pretty simple. One thing I will say, which I figured out afterwards because it was pointed out to me, but I put, so if you get this type of machine or this machine, what you'll see is that when you're putting the screws in, there's a side that has like a metal piece and the other side is more smooth. So the screw that I'm putting in right now, what I should have did was put it inside through the smooth part first and then twisted it, because what I noticed was that when I put it in this way, it was a little shaky. And I figured that maybe, like in my mind, I was thinking that, like, oh, well, once the shell head is on top, then it'll just stabilize it. But I was told, or it was pointed out by Rob after I had done it, that I should have put the screw in the other way, the opposite way. So, because it's a lot of like trying to line up the hole, and then I realized too, like since it's smooth on the other side, that it would have probably just went in instead of me like screwing and then trying to find the hole, if that makes sense. But if you get it, you'll see what I mean. Rob is putting together the legs for the printer stand, so that part is pretty simple because it's just the one piece. We did another video that showed the unboxing of all of this. So whenever we get something new, I like to just do a run through so that when it comes time to doing an event, that it's not my first time or his first time putting it together. I also would like to know if it's something that we can do on our own, because some things might be like really heavy, or like when it comes to putting up the stands, those are things that can be done individually, but it helps if you have someone there helping you just with like the time. And then also, like if something is heavy, or like one of our backdrops, we have not done it individually with just one of us, but I'm sure it's possible. But it's a backdrop that has to be put together and then stood up, and it's pretty big, so it's 8 by 8 feet. And so, given it is, given that it is a little bit, I would imagine, a little bit of a challenge to put together with just one person, not impossible. So as you see what Rob is doing, he put the screw in, and that's kind of like what I meant about like the screw going in smooth and then twisting it, versus like if he would have had went underneath, he would have had to screw it in first and then lined up the holes. And one thing I do want to walk through before we use this at an event is actually putting the printer inside, figuring out where the cords are going to go, or where the cords go. There's like a hole in the back that the cords should come out of. As I'm watching this back, I wonder if maybe it would have been easier for the printer stand legs to put, like, since they're so long when you have both on, I'm wondering if it would have been easier to put the top part on and then attached the bottom parts. What Rob is doing is putting on, it seems like a sort of a catch for the photos, and then the front of it, so the picture should come out of there and that little thing should catch it. What I really like about these machines, which we weren't completely certain about when we ordered it because it didn't say it, but what I really like is that the front panel, back panels, they are connected by a very, very strong magnet. So there's no screwing anything where we don't have to use like a screwdriver or tools. Then that's helpful. The only thing that we had to use a tool for, looks like, is to put the little catch thing for the printer holder. But everything else was able to be put together by hand, which I really love. I think with our first photo booth, it's very tool heavy. Just that tools are definitely needed to put things together. And so that was me trying to figure out how to open it. And so that's how I figured out that it was being held by these like really strong magnets. And that's really basically it. It was really simple to put together, and that's the full setup. The only other thing that we'll have to walk through is putting in the iPad, and even the iPad holder. Like with our last one, we had to use a screw to hold it in, or the one we still have it. Um, but I think that that is gonna look really nice and be a really good addition for events, whether it be weddings, corporate events. I think the wooden look is going to be very versatile. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be bringing you more content.